Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Mark Scott, and let's talk about the telephone. Thanks so much for checking out another voiceover tip. Never want to miss one of these tips again? All you have to do is like and follow my page at facebook.com/MarkScottVoiceover or get connected with my voiceover blog at markscottvoiceover.com. So we live in a digital world and we communicate digitally, both for business and personal/pleasure. Think about it. How do you communicate with your clients? How do you communicate with your friends? How do you communicate with your family? The vast majority of the communication today happens via email, via text message, or via social media. We carry our phones in our pockets, but we don't actually ever make phone calls with them. Or at least I know that I seldom do. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's super easy and convenient. Now, I've got clients that like to communicate by email. Most of them do. I've got clients that still prefer to communicate via LinkedIn, some that communicate via Facebook Messenger. I've even got clients that prefer to communicate by text message. And all of those things are fine, whatever is easy and convenient for them. But I also still have some clients that want to do things over the telephone. And I don't mind that either. In fact, sometimes I think that we can accomplish more in a 5 or 10-minute phone conversation than we can in 20 or 25 emails back and forth over the span of an entire afternoon or maybe even a day. Sometimes it's just easier to pick up the phone. But there is one downside to communicating with your clients via the telephone. When you're sorting out project details, like the specifics of a project, the length, the usage, the deadline, and most specifically, the budget, it's always nice to have a paper trail. And that's where email comes in handy because you're always going to have those emails that you can refer back to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And there's never going to be any question about the project, about the details, and about the budget. When you do things over the telephone, though, you don't always have that same luxury. You've got to try to remember everything that took place in the phone conversation, but you're not going to have those emails to refer back to later. And that's where today's quick tip comes in. If you have a client that prefers to deal with things over the phone, that's fine. Deal with it over the phone, but make sure that you take good notes. After the conversation is over, you're going to put those notes into a quick summary in an email. Outline the specifics of the project, the length, the usage, the deadline, and the budget. Make sure that you outline the budget. Throw all of that stuff into a really quick email and then send it off to the client for a quick confirmation. Once you have that confirmation, now you have a paper trail. So down the road, as you're working on the project, if any questions arise or if there was any doubt about the project specifics or the budget, you have that paper trail to refer back to, even though you sorted everything out initially via the telephone. Always make sure that you give yourself some sort of a paper trail to fall back on, and you will always keep yourself in the clear. Once again, guys, thanks so much for checking out the tip. Facebook.com/MarkScottVoiceover. Like it, follow it. You can also check out my blog at MarkScottVoiceover.com and check out some of my resources at MarkScottCoaching.com. Got any questions? Got a question you would like answered? Email it to me, Mark@MarkScottVoiceover.com.